Hello students and viewers, you're welcome to the studio. It's always maths. If this is your first time, I'm so glad to have you here. And of course, if you're returning, I'm so pleased to have you back. So today we'll be considering a very simple topic in maths, and we'll be looking at the laws of indices. Let's consider some laws of indices. So say number one, I want to consider what's called the product law. Product law. This law states that should we have a to the power of n times a raised to the power of n, that it can be expressed as a n plus n. That's in other words, if the bases are the same, if the basis is a base is a base, if the bases are the same, then we can easily add up the powers. So let's consider law 2. Let's say we have what is called the quotient. The quotient law. This law says that should we have a to the power of m all over say a to the power of n, that it can in turn be written as a to the power of m minus n. That is, in other words, when the bases are the same by division, that the power of the divisor, which is this, can be subtracted from that of the dividend. Now let's look at another law. Another law says power of. This states that if an expression, if it is already raised to power and then in turn another power outside, that the powers can in turn multiply. So this can be written as a to the power m times n. So this is the same thing as, so that can be expressed as that. Let's look at some examples just to clarify this. Examples or related examples. So let's say for number one, that we are given, say 5 to the power of 2, this is number 1, times 5 to the power of 3. So the first law, which is the product law, says that since the bases are the same, there is 5 here, there is 5 here. So that we can easily say that that's the same thing as 5 to the power of 2 plus 3, which means 5 to the power of 5. Let's look at the second law, which is of course the quotient law. The quotient law states that the power of the divisor can be subtracted from that of the dividend. So supposing we have 8 to the power of 3 divided by 8 to the power of 2. So what this law says that since the bases are the same, that it can easily be expressed as 8 to the power of 3 minus, so which in turn can be written as 8 to the power of 1, which in that case it can just be 1 in 8. Then power of power states that should we have say 5 to the power of 2, then you have say 3 outside. So this law says that the powers can just multiply. So this can give us 5 to the power of 6. So let's try this. Try and let me have the answer in the comment section. We are given 7 to the power of 2 times 7 to the power of 4. And again, maybe we are given, say we have 4 raised to the power of 6 divided by 4 to the power of 2.